testing, testing. Fuck you, computers. I still don't have a webcam. It's still like, no, not having any of it. Now it's not technically fucking input from my computer. Hello? Has Unity started up and then immediately crashed? Oh no, it was just being piss slow. Wow. Okay, segment mesh creator. Oh good, they are assigned. Awesome. Update lenses. Should. No, it should just be that. Oh. I need to do material LA mats equals M lens rend dot materials, then do LA mat 0 equals that, and then do dot materials equals LA mats. Right. That is having done 5 years of fucking Unity. Otherwise I'd be sitting here going, why isn't it working? Thank you, Buster Rushdie. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I'd say I am too. I'm just more concerned about the amount of work I've got left to do. Like, freight carts, they're alright. Robots, yeah. Resin Apocalypse is cool. Sky Islands is cool. Oh, no, that is cool as well. That is fucking awesome. Why didn't I do this a long time ago? Right, I had to go get bedrock. Then we can hook up the others. Wow, and Tech Pizza doesn't get it. It's not Kiko, that's not true. It's not detail though. Well, it's a detail. But how many times have you gone? I wonder if these have got lenses in without having to open up each one in turn. More? Oh wow. I would call this quality of life, and I'm going to. And battery. But now you'll be wandering along, you're like, oh, that hasn't got one. Because that's what happened. I was just, and I put it down, like, oh, which of these don't have a lens? Is that bedrock? No, that probably is there. Well, no, Zebra, why would I colour the beams? You know, like, that doesn't work. I can't colour the beams. That doesn't work. I'd have to, like, put, I don't know, checkers and stripes or something into it. Otherwise, you couldn't tell the difference between you couldn't tell the difference between tiers. Right. That's bedrock. Now we get anthropological sociology. Say that in a hurry. And then I should be able to get...
Crafting. Crafting. Crafting.
Stupid hardcore inventory. I wonder why my car... Oh, at the point I've just rebooted. Let me check my water cooling. It's on flat out. Oh, they're my favourites. I'll just very quickly cheat myself a... lens chroma, I think. Oh man, this is going to take a while though. Coloured lenses. No, why can't people just accept the idea I give them? Why do they always have to run off with a new idea? Current lenses will be rainbow. They mostly work. I'll probably get told to do a slightly better texture. It depends on the time of day and stuff. Fine out, there we go. Wait, I'm pretty sure that's not the texture I assigned. Is that the wrong material? Probably. Come on. Rainbow crystal texture. Yeah, that is totally the wrong one. now going to be... Hold on, let's... So we've got diamond... Oh, fuck you, television. Diamond, emerald, ruby, sugarlight, sapphire, topaz. Now, probably, I just need I need a gradient. I need a white. Not a want. Then if I've got it, that's what I want. Oh, that's much darker than I had expected. That might just about work. Segment. Okay, it's just in the world graphics. But I might need a more generic ref map, like, oops. Yeah, that might work better. Okay, so on so emerald. I don't know, I've forgotten one. Don't see the diamond. Topaz, sugarlight, sapphire. Right, I forgot ruby. Right, there it is, but it says ruby topaz. Right, so all of those should use the same that, and then but not these three. they should all use shit, what was it? That, I think. And then I will need to colour them in a moment. The other one. That's pretty sweet, I like that. Okay, now I should make all of these to match. So this is the only one with a unique ref map. Sapphire is cyane. Ruby is red. Diamond is slightly blue, but not very, just a hint. I think that's okay. Now I just need to assign those to the world graphics. Hiya. Oh, whoops. Ruby. Let's just start at the top. Chromed. Diamond. Emerald. Ruby. Sapphire. Shovelite. That one does look a little dim though. I'm not sure I can actually make it much brighter. Alright, let's see what that gives us. Yeah, that looks better. And run that through the day-night cycle. Might need to tweak the eyes a bit, but I want to get Todd to do something a bit more specific on that. Can I do anything? Yeah, that's not too bad. Bit bluer rather than cyan though, I think. Yeah, you don't get random tantrums like this in, I say, the AAA industry because you get shouted at. But I meant to do this a long time ago. I really did. Just kind of, not that I forgot. It's just been somewhere on the list, and just today I was like, you know what? Okay, and just the chromed lens. Maybe it should be like that. Let's... Why is that? Unity, stop grabbing the mouse. Where's it gone? Rainbow crawl, rainbow. Oh, that's tempting. I shouldn't, but that's pretty cool. No, I won't. I won't. Much as I want to, I won't. Oh, actually, that's about right. That's. Oh, does it look different times of day? Totally worth the diversion. I think they look great. First of all, they look great, and then no lens. Right, let me commit that, just in case I blue screen again. And then all it is remaining is I need to duplicate this into all the other ones. Which is going to be that one, that one, that one. And then go child under laser emitter, laser transfer, laser emitter. And then 1, 2, 3. Paste component values, and yeah. Now what I might do for this one is I might just make it bigger, because this code should be just generic. A part of this was I mentioned earlier about the I'm going to do that. Part of this because I mentioned earlier about the thingamajig, the you know, the thingies have it. The every drill head has a unique graphic for the drill, not the motor. We were going to, and then we didn't. Just, you know, story of my life. Right, line. Oh, that should always be fixed now. The cutter heads do, but the drill heads don't. It also means you'll end up with potentially a choice of things to craft, and machines are explicit, not implicit. Cool. Ah, they look so awesome. Why didn't I do this a long time ago? Why didn't I do this a long time ago? I'm an idiot. That's why. But that was not a bad couple of hours. And the best thing is it's not even a server change, so I can make a build and join right back in.
Crafting. Crafting.
Kohaka, that might just about apply to whites, but it doesn't apply to all the rest of the colours. So no, I'm not doing that. Everyone has suggested that, and not one of you has thought through what you've asked for more than 3 seconds. Hello, what colour is this? So if you put a sapphire into a white laser, you're telling me you want a blue beam. Are you telling me if you put an emerald into a white laser you want a green beam? No, no, just think about what you've said. You think about it, alright? No, that's not what I want. Oh god, I'm on ocean mode. They're not invisible. No. Look, look. See that there? Oh, let me wait for it pulse. Yeah. See that? That's not invisible, and it hurts on OSHA mode. All right, gonna make a build then, even if nobody else gets to use it apart from me. And we'll see if we can CD. Oh yeah, wrong. Really? Red light through a blue filter is black, by the way. Building. Why does the upsloped conveyor not sort next to downslope conveyor when you sort by type? Holy shit, that's like the most specific question anyone has ever asked. I don't remember how that works. K-Overlin, I run an 8700K. So an 8700K has an interesting foible. The foible is my CPU will go from 30 degrees to 100 degrees in about 5 milliseconds or something stupid, right? And then back again. So it's just long enough for the software to go, wait, there's something wrong, and then, but not long enough to spin the fans up and it's full. It's inherent to these CPUs. Now Intel, they say it's fine. Now I'm not sure I disagree, but I don't worry about it because I've done my research. It's fine. It's a transitory spike when all of the cores burst into life to deal with something. But it's annoying, and I don't seem to be able to turn off the warning. Notifications. Oh, maybe I can. Notify me when it reaches 100. That's fine. Why would I want notification when my CPU logo's high? Fix. Yeah, delidding the CPU. Intel went, go ahead, we don't care. We'll sell you another one when you break it. Upload Win64. Okay, uploading now. Loading content. Core Harker, it makes sense because when you delid it, there is less in the way. You want to get stuff moved away. You want a quicker transmission of the thermal energy from the core, from the die through. It does make sense. Less metal in the way is better, absolutely. But if you have to delid your CPU, you have more fundamental issues going on. Okay. Okay, should be live. So, Core Harker, you are welcome. Not Core Harker, Q-Core, you are welcome to update or not. All it will add is the lenses. Yeah, Saronin, it's kind of, honestly, all that makes a difference on my CPU, right, on my water cooling setup, the only thing that makes a difference is the pump. I can turn the fans off. I gain like 1 degree in heat. It's all about cycling that water around, actually blowing air over it. It's kind of secondary, surprisingly. But it's all about just moving that water around. I'm not, how long for? I don't understand. It makes almost no difference at all running air over the radiator fans, is my point. It's all about how much water I shunt through there. Obviously, there's a huge amount through the through there, but it surprises me. Like if I were to like take some of my case and put a massive fan on it, I would gain very, very little. No, case fans. The I've got static pressure fans, I think it's called, on the radiator. 2 massive, great fans. But yeah, as I said, it's all a bit weird, these CPUs. Oh, I meant to reduce the cost of... Never mind. I'll make a note on that one, because they're just not good enough. Improve evaporator. Let's go see. See, I can tell that's got a lens in it. Best update ever. I can even tell it's a organic lens, good one. Yeah, Korhaka, a lot of people, they do just put loads of fans in their computer without particularly understanding about thermodynamics, airflow. Mine was built professionally. It's pretty good. I'm glad it's built professionally because I'm not. That's why you pay someone to do it. You there, you're an expert. You make my thing good. So then I can see this one doesn't have a lens. This is the best update I've ever done. Although, and I was like, no, that's blue, that's wrong, but that is right. Diamond? Sapphire? I haven't memorized them yet, so... It's... Yeah, well that's the thing, Soren. It's a good visual update, and it's useful. And should have virtually zero effect on performance too. You know me, that's important. Let's head down and make sure our... oh no, let's not. Let's go over and grab... First of all, let's grab any alloy machine blocks that we got done. Oh, I didn't have to work for excavator areas. I was getting rid of this mountain slowly. Oh, we're down to 85% or up to 85%? We were very positive earlier. Very positive, 85%. There are so few games I've written a negative review on, and that's when I had enormous hopes and it completely failed. I think 2 negative reviews ever. One was for a game I really loved and fucking hated the sequel, and the other one was for Beat Saber, which I feel is the most overrated thing I think I've ever played. So many things. I like that you can even tell the fact it's a lens. Yep, that was just the best thing I've ever done. That's a ruby. It doesn't help that it's next to a yellow light, obviously.
Crafting. Crafting.
Well, we have literally zero lack of lenses now.
Crafting. Crafting. Crafting.
It's mostly going to be about the power, really. Which we want lots of light ray machine housings. KSP got bad reviews because it was one of those. What they did is they just changed their EULA to match all of the same EULA for all of the rest of the games by
crafting.
2, 3. All of the rest of the games by Take-Two. So it's the same EULA as GTA and Borderlands 2. Now the thing is, what the actual complaint was, is that they could do this, and it's like, yeah, okay, they could do that, but they're not going to, are they? They're not actually going. You know, you could read that this particular change here means that they will look at all the files on your hard drive or whatever, but it's like, yeah, but they're actually not going to do that, are they? Like, obviously they're not going to. I mean, that's just someone's interpretation of what they could do, as opposed to what they actually meant. And as people have pointed out, all they did is because Monkey Squad got bought by... Is it Monkey Squad? They got bought up by Take-Two, so they just changed their EULA to match GTA and Borderlands. And you notice neither of those two games have anything in the way of negative use because of their policies. So yeah, it's the typical internet getting angry about nothing sort of thing. Now, how can I fit this in here? I could do that. Oh no, I can't. I could do this. But that will mean that this... is this laser blocked? Might not care. I'm so pleased with that change. I thought I did update it actually, Kohaka. I actually did. Obviously, I didn't, but I thought I had. So that one doesn't do anything anymore. And then if I can get rid of 1, 2, 3, yep, then I can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Because we have plenty of time to charge up between attacks. But not enough battery storage to actually achieve that.
Your base is under attack. Base destroyed.
So yeah, hopefully now these will charge up in the meantime. 2 secs, Rob, let me grab the URL. Don't get too excited. It's not that, but like, it's kind of real time as well, but it predicts orbital mechanics based on what you're doing and all that. What did I call it? I'll add you to the SVN. Space Planet, I think I called it. And I'll be back in a moment. Let me back in a moment. My mute button didn't work. How strange. Right, okay, so Rob, yeah, so don't get too excited. It's basically a Kerbal Light. I was looking basically at how to predict orbital mechanics and how well you can do that. So what it's not doing is using patched conic. So patched conic is a way of saying you'll basically orbit like this forever. So right now, at this second, the moon is influencing me by a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. So if I was in orbit, my orbit would not remain constant because I am orbiting slightly. Being affected slightly. So it really annoys me in Kerbal. Like, you could be in orbit, you can get fairly close to another sphere of influence and it doesn't affect you at all. But in this one, it correctly... it correctly pulls you. So if you get a bit close to another orbital body, your thing will steer will veer off. As I said though, don't get too excited. It isn't that good. It's all right, but it was mostly just me experimenting with. Andy, do we even have a car on this one? But yeah, it was mostly just me experimenting with that. And I was umming and ahhing with the idea of some sort of virtual reality Kerbal thing. I do that sometimes. I just sort of prototype things for a something to do for a Sunday afternoon. But you've got access to it, or you should do in the next like 20 minutes, however long it takes for the cron job tick. Well, yeah. Those fancy 500 ore carts. No. Which ones? Blues? Because it's set to... Wait. Or we've only got... Well, downstairs. Where Kukor? Let me come see. Maybe you haven't checked the lenses. Let me check all the lenses for you without opening up the dialogue box. Kohaka. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Nickel. Oh. They do look cool. Now, which carts did you pick, by the way? I ask because, given the setup here, you probably wanted fast, not large. And these are large, so these are blue ones. These are purple. You probably wanted blue, given that it's all uphill. They do look pretty sweet, though. Oh, are you in Cyprus, Rob? What are you doing there? I think I've ever been to Cyprus. Railgun is kind of working. Yeah, it's kind of working. I haven't had anyone test it in a while. It might be that we actually complete this through to that. Oh, the gravity's piss simple, Rob. As long as you don't want to predict the future, it's easy. I don't know what makes you think they're only carrying 90, though. Like... they do look sweet. Look at that. Like, I don't know how you're telling how much they're carrying. So the purple ones are large and should be carrying 500. Should be. Doesn't mean they are. What is this slightly purple light? Is that me? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, God, Kohok, have you not been following the train, the freight cart stuff? Well, the conveyor's at 95. I have no oh. I'm going to hazard a guess then. It might not have changed. It's possible I broke it. It's entirely possible. Well, okay, Kohaka. So this is or was the vanilla frame mod. It has now been massively altered. Has had loads of improvements, loads of art done for it. So it is substantially better than the old mod. And should hopefully continue to get better. It will be available as part of the Adventures Pack. This does look really cool, by the way. Like, that looks ace down there. I might take a screenshot of that, though. How do I get those building doors? How do I get what building doors? But you could tag onto this quite easily now. The door's on the room I am in. I'm not in a room. What doors? We don't have any underground rooms or doors. Like, if you're talking about the rooms, well, research rooms. Funny that. Other than that, I don't really know what you're talking about, sorry. Ed Kohaka, it's possible I screwed it up. It is possible. I'll check. Like, it was quite a simple change. See if I did something obviously stupid. I don't think so. Freight carts will be adventures pack only. We were considering giving the base stuff away, but not any of the good carts. So you get scrap carts and nothing else. Okay. Freight cart mod. Now, unfortunately, Steve is not around, so so max storage is 550. $500. Wait, freight cart tier 1. Freight cart. Yeah, it should be 500. 500, but twice as fast. 1,000. Or 1,000, but twice as fast. Unless there's a stupid cap there. It should be okay. I can't see a reason it's not. And this is on set stats from type, which is called when we are instantiated. When we are sent from the network. That looks like a huge performance issue there. Yeah, they're not. Kohaka, forget the current ones, okay? Just forget them. They're nothing to do with the current minecarts. These are freight carts, not minecarts. Well, that is now 90 doesn't make any sense at all. Hold on. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Okay, so Q-Core, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go and get a drink, and I'm going to use the little boy's room. When I get back, you are going to tell me how much they're carrying and why. And the lighting looks fantastic there. Look at that. That looks great. Right, back in a moment. Q-Core is gonna tell you all why it's not working, because I worked it out. Did he work it out? Nope. So. Now Kohaku, not Kohaku, I'm in Q-Core. Obviously I'm in Q-Core. Ah, Todd. Todd, can you please do me 3 textures? They don't have to be massively high resolution. 256 square is probably fine. I would like 1 texture for each of the eyeball types. So that's the green one and the other 2. Okay, and I'll show you where the texture will be used. So I've just updated the code, and I don't think I'll be able to do all of them. I might be able to do some of them. Blue and green. So currently I'm using Arthur I or something stupid like that. So couldn't you please do me 3 textures? Only needs to be small. Yeah, 256 is fine. They're not very big. Here, keep the central sort of black bit, but if you could do one of them like a round eye, maybe one of them like an insect eye, and then the purple one like the Eye of Sauron, something like that. Yeah, 256 by 256 is probably fine, and then different ones, but make them look like cool alien eyes. But make sure the center is black because obviously it's an iris. But you can have a cat's iris on that one, maybe like a demon iris or a goat's. Have you ever seen a goat's iris? Like goat's iris? Like a goat has a weird ass fucking iris. But yeah, something like that. In fact, there you go. There's your blue one. So there's your blue one. Sauron iris. Sauron. No, Eye of Sauron. Yeah, so there's your red one. Pupil, sorry. And then I don't know what for the other one. It can just be round. But no, just keep. I mean, to be honest, for the green one, just keep it round. If you can have like a round one, rectangular one, and a quote a cat's eye one, you know, like Eye of Sauron / dragon, that would be cool. But if you can do that, that would be awesome. So, Q-Core, have you worked it out? No, you haven't. Right, the reason is you told them to only take that much. It's not 89, it's 100. Because you said on the transport grid, where is it? Is it a different network? Right, you said to carry 200. Oh no, I'm wrong. Oh, I'm so wrong. Oh man, I thought you'd only set that to 100. Now that said, once we get something in transit... Okay, no, I was wrong. Never mind. Totes wrong. Having said that, you set these to 0 out of 0. It might be a bug. I mean, it might be something else. Replace it with fast. But you didn't. Can't see any at all. Oh, now you did. Are they? Yeah. Are they? There's quite purpley, those ones. That's probably more Todd's fault. Okay, well, we can see how much they pick up from the thing. So these ones are the ones that should have 250, is it, or 500? It's mapped to one of the lenses, Todd, but if you just draw it as a square texture, it should be pretty much fine. Or draw it into a square texture. It's mapped onto... I can... if you look in any of the lasers, it's mapped onto lens. Okay, so it's on its way back. Carrying 178. Inventory is the sum that is found across all storage containers. Deficit is the sum in transit. So our deficit is 2,200. Oh, they shouldn't drop. They should route find back. Should. I also noticed the thing came out and went right, whereas I think it should have come out and then gone left. Yeah, so it was carrying, well, in total there's 156. But if they can't find a way to the depot, they should stop and beep at you. I don't know. I mean, if you say remove cart, it should just drop. It shouldn't. It should go back and park. So now we've got 0 in transit. I'll agree with that. And probably have 312 in inventory. Both still driving around. Yeah, that one's on its way back immediately. Depot is currently blocked, it says. Is that because you don't have like you've only got one way in? I'm only guessing here, I don't know. Now, as it say, depot is currently blocked. I don't know why it's saying that, I'm just guessing here. Not even saying. Yes, because it says depot is currently blocked. I don't know what that means though. I'll be honest, I have no idea. Depot is currently... if it thinks there's something above it. If track reservations contains as far as I can tell, it thinks there's something above it. Or... like, I think if I move it, it might be fine. Yeah, it's fine now. As far as I can tell, it thought there was some track over it. I don't know, Kuko, and that's well, that's something that Steve will need to fix. There's 7 in transit, 12, 14. I mean, obviously that is a bug. Wait. Have I got this the wrong way around? No, Kuko, what it is, looking at the code, it's saying... Oh, this comes up. Yeah, these are the wrong way around. It's saying that there is a piece of track on top of it. That's what it was saying. That's what that means. But I don't know why it thought there was a piece of track there. Unless there used to be. So in transit 89. Yeah, I don't know is the easy answer. That's something to ask Steve when he's around. I probably won't be around when he is. No, Kiko, you probably had a bit of track on above it in the past, and there's a bug. It's above. Like, that's the issue, there's something above it. Like, there shouldn't be, there isn't, but it thought there was. Yeah, but it thought there was, and that's it. That's the end of the discussion. There's a bug. I've told Steve already. No, because we use them at the top. We use them up top all the time. But it means that something has reserved that station. But that's a bug. And that's just as simple as that. Why is that white? Got the glow wrong. Should be a blue glow. Okay, notes. I have fast carts. Capacity 250, carrying exactly 89 ore. Ideas? I wonder if you can't transport more than 100 with a hopper. So I wonder if I put another hopper there, and if I could make another one there, whether that would fix it. Like, maybe it's expecting to drop off that much into a mass storage. Oh, can you make another hopper? I don't have any other lightweight machine housings. Can it not see multiple hoppers? No. I was wondering if we actually set up multiple hoppers like this, whether or not it would carry more. So I put one on the right hand side as well. Are you sure it can't see multiple ones? I thought that would just work. In transit 0. Hey, do they still work on the Ah, they don't work on the holobase. Minecarts used to look great on the holobase. Just wait for it to come. My guess would be there that there was 11 capacity used in the storage hopper. But that is just a guess. Where's the other cart gone? I mean, there's two things to note, Q-Core. One, it's potentially a bug. Two, it's actually potentially completely fine and it's just clients. They're both always something to note. Okay, so he's travelling back. $89, yeah. I don't know. I have no idea why they're carrying 89. If Steve was around, I'd ask, but he's not. On carts. Like, this whole deficit thing does, like, it makes sense when you know. Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think that's the issue. Cannot route to station, cannot route to station. Travelling to Nickel or Lift 2. What the? Wait. Huh? What's it doing? Cannot route to station. You can, I believe in you. Well, that was more than a little weird. Are you correct that there's only one cart on here? Did I pick up the other cart? I have noticed a bunch of carts drop it. Yeah, I've got an ore freighter that I'm sure is wrong. I'm sure I've been having minecarts drop on me. I've only got basic ones. I can make some basic ore freighters. Oh no, wait, hold on. I've got basic minecarts, but I need fast minecarts. Isn't there a conversion? Oh, there's no conversion straight across to that. Wait, I've only got mine carts, which are rubbish. They're freight carts. Yeah, see, inventory. What's inventory? Because that's 180. inventory is the sum of the items found across all storage containers that are associated with this network. 190, which is exactly, well, it's a bit more than, but that's storage hoppers. Surplus is the sum of the excess items in storage above the station's target inventory. It indicates how much is available for the carts to collect for delivery. Sure, okay. I don't know. For now, can you convert my minecarts to proper ones? Do you have any resources on you? Because if so, we'll just do that and then just leave it. Like, I will get, well, we'll get Steve, or you can get Steve going, what? Actually, hold on, let me just go grab light. I have a thought, And I know, don't try. So if we've got, oh, our siren's off. Well, that's bollocks, isn't it? Oh, it's stuck. Hey, it's working. The siren. I put a siren on the enriched coal line because everyone was like, what warning systems? So that warning system. Very good. Well, the warning system will go off if our conveyors either don't move or have nothing on them for a long period of time. Anyway, I brought with me some more fast forward freighters. Transport grid? No. No. Network status? Yep. Transport grid nick. Why does this now not? Now the thing is, you haven't really left much room for the loading, so I don't know how. I don't think I can get like 10 carts on here or anything, but I've assigned 2 carts to each end, and we'll see what happens. Like, if it's still 89, that means it's only taking 89 across the whole network because I don't know why. If it's a multiple of 89, that means I still don't know why. Let's be honest, I have no idea. No, I don't understand either. It appears to be a total random number. What's it now? All inventory. Network status. 282. Oops. 302. Well, no, I don't think it will. It doesn't make any sense. No, it's not that. It's going to be something else. At this point, there's no point in trying to figure it out. Either we don't understand it. End of discussion. We don't understand it, Steve. Make it so we can understand it because we're stupid. Or you are. And yeah, you're totally right, Chevron. I'm surprised chevrons don't already count as hard, you know? Transit should probably also show the number of carts and the capacity used. But yeah, we should be able to just go to Steve, or you can. What are you doing, lol? Do it properly. Slopes are such a nightmare. What I should probably do is if it sees a slope coming up, it should raise up in advance and not tilt so much. Brilliant. If anybody wants to clip that. Yeah, okay, Evelyn, part of that is network sync. So, it doesn't offload to more than one storage hopper. I think we can agree on that. That, I think, is a bug. It shouldn't just offload to the first one it finds. It should offload to all of them, I think. Or if offloads to one, and when that's full, it offloads to the next one. Now, I don't know Q-Corp, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's one of those. It doesn't quite work. Oh, fuck's sake. It doesn't quite work, but it kind of also does. What is going on? Windows just think I've got the escape key pressed. Yeah, I think it should though. Why did I come down here? Oh yes. halfway to the OET, by the way. Where do we want to stick it? Machine housings, golly. Yes, Kuko, that's planned, and then Cartney will understand the concept at the end of a station and stuff. I think we've got more fundamental, but block signals are a better solution to what you want.
Crafting. 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 Crafting.
See, these are all now full, so this means we can actually survive an attack, and we could have charged up more in the meantime. Any power out this? I guess we've got the layup.
Structure complete.
trying to think how much longer I'm going to go. I've been going for a long time today, but it's been good. It's been good. It has been randomly and unexpectedly productive. I don't know how it's possible. Scrolling. They don't blur out the background, do they? Yes, because they don't apply the background blur. They should do. I'm not sure I got the rubies right. However, they are cool. I'm not sure we can necessarily sustain the threat now. What we at? 6,200 apparently. But we shouldn't be far off. Not sure where Andy sent the resin, you know. I'm also not sure why some of the carts appear to have incorrect glow. Oh wow, again. Well, we don't need much more. Like, we're nearly done. Like, I've got most of what we need for the OET. I've got at least half what we need for the OET anyway. JLP, you can just try building in them. That's the usual way. Yeah, some carts are, yeah, but the blue ones don't appear to be glowing properly. I took a screenshot and it froze. Like, are you talking about like an explosion that edged on? Why is that one dark? Are you talking about like an explosion that edged on something, that sort of thing?
Crafting.
That can sometimes happen. There isn't really a solution other than that's an edging issue, not a viz issue. Although I haven't seen one of those in forever. No, I did have a note to make a command to, oh, that's the induction plate from the floor above. Got it. I did have a note to make the entire world regenerate, but you might be talking about an hour or something to complete that task. Or more. I meant to grab gold foil, and I got 100 gold foil. Gold foil. Oh, here comes the next attack. Yeah, but it's hard to implement that sort of thing that doesn't just lock the computer up. But yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that sort of thing in a very long time. 4. Well, I can only make 4. Charge lithium coils. Oh, that I can actually do. I need 27. Oh, more lithium coils. Oh, wow. Well, that cleared up our backlog of lithium coils. I forgot these are a bit slow. Tell you what, I will need 27 of those.
Crafting. Crafting.
So 3. That's only 3 more of these. Oh, matte crystal clocks. They were allegedly. I'm going to guess they're in the tier 2 room. Yeah, I still need to sort of work out the balance of things a bit. Behind the tier 2 room, are they not needed? Oh, that's hardened blocks. Here. Am I going to use the cargo lift just to bring clocks to the surface? That is what we call overkill. Could have just used an auto builder. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, lithium.
Crafting.
8 more. 7 more.
Crafting.
Oh, that's good. That's a multiple. punching the microphone. This marker's already got. Yeah, I don't know. The explosions were improved to pre-page the whole world, but maybe I messed that up. Who knows? So Kukor, where do we want to build the OET? Do you want to just build it on top of the tier 1 rune? Was it 13? I can't remember now. 13 by 9 or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or is it 9 by 9 by 13? That makes more sense. What power? Oh, close to resident shot. We can do that. Do I have a W? Oh, fuck's sake. Where's my workflow excavator? I have one. I've always got one around somewhere. Oh, mine killed out of loaded range. I wonder what that is. Don't recognise that error. I believe you it is an error though. Well, we just didn't need it. To be fair, we would have used a lot more belts if we weren't messing around with freight carts, I think. Oh, that means it failed to drop an item. Okay. For whatever reason. Is it 9 by 9 by 13? It is, isn't it? Not what I first said. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I like that the OET used to just seem like the biggest thing ever. Now it's like, nah, it's not really that big, is it? It's good when you have, like, you can really see the scale of stuff. Something I think a lot of the screenshots of FortressCraft failed to show. Just how big shit is. I don't forget Kohak, I mean, even the C5's pretty big, and that's just something you just kind of make. Is other than out of power. Good candidate though for solar. I like solar packing. Seriously, Direwolf. I assume Direwolf has played a mod that like doesn't give very good solar, because it's proved to be a struggle to get him to like make any solars, and he's like, oh, they're actually quite good, and we're like, yeah.
Crafting.
So like I said, people are talking about, you know, is burning resin a benefit? I'm like, well, if you've got as much liquid resin as you like, you might as well stick it in a turbine. It's free power at that point. Oh, that's now, that's full. This is, oh, that's probably not full because it, oh, now it is full. That said, this entire system's probably not used at all anymore. What does make me sad though is you transport bars a long way. Pretty much everything else, you barely see it. So an example is these alloy block. I think they look cool. I spent ages making them look like that, and then you just don't see them. You like almost literally never see them because what do they travel like 3 meters. Oh, that's that again. Oh, it's full. Oh, okay, that's just.
Crafting.
See, one thing I meant to pick these.
Crafting. Crafting. Crafting.
No, you can place hardened. Well, not alloy. They need a different shader. Oh wow, this one is actually not as full as I had expected. Never mind. I don't know. The maximum growth rate of a hive mind is fairly horrific. So, quite a lot, I would say. Quite a lot. Okay, so I don't know if Kukor fixed the gold issue. I can't see any gold. I'm guessing he has. Almost, okay. That's what we call a node, by the way, where I'm from. Man, I'm hungry. I asked Kukor if he had fixed gold, and he was like, nearly! You wouldn't use a box because that would inhibit its growth. Sad times. Yeah, if you put your hive mind in a box, you'll get failed builds, so it will be slower than doing it by just grabbing everything that places. Definitely slower. Yeah, you're on rapid though. On higher difficulties it's different because don't forget, for each difficulty you go up, you need twice as many ore per bar. Other than that, I would just really need to build the OET and then just crank up defences a bit. Kind of done. Kind of done. Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of went over this earlier on the stream. It's unlikely that you will ever get through the more than a hopper's worth of plasma heads. Like 10 plasma heads, you know, a mini hopper lasts quite a long time. Yeah, but I mean, my point is everyone gets very obsessed about them, but on rapid, it's just totally not a thing. The orbital power transmitter 1053 nearly. Oh shit, we need a lot of resin there. Should stop spending on solar. Oops, too high. What did I need there? I need 1,000 of these too. Well, they've got the power. Ironically, what we don't seem to have is any resin in range. Which is probably because we haven't got a particularly good resin clearance setup. So let's see what we can do about that in a moment. We need 4. Oh.
Your base is under attack.
Yes, Jacob. But why don't you read the patch notes? Because that's what all the cool kids do. And maybe if you read the patch notes, they'll think you're cool as well. There's Steve. What time is it? Oh, he might be home. I don't know. I don't think Steve's in the wrong time zone for that, unfortunately. Look, there's no lens in there. Lightweight machine housing, get. I think I might need copper wire too. No, I mean the patch notes. The thread on the Steam forum labelled something like forthcoming patch notes.
Crafting.
Well, that's not true. Oh no, that's when it was created. Last update, 1st of June. What? Well, I don't know where you're looking. There. I don't have it. Oh, I do. And that's it again. These don't. Oh, I haven't actually made them. These don't need to be fast. They just need to clear out the excess.
Crafting. Crafting. Crafting.
It's not, oh no, because if it's under the official ones, you can't. You can't post on it. That doesn't make any sense. Right, so I want to. They'll liquefy further, but I need to. Oh, they'll ablate, so I know to liquefy. Oh, such a pain. don't even have a storage hopper.
Crafting.
Oh, 6. I've got 6. Fucking hell. That's because at the end of it, I just move it across at the end of a patch cycle. Those were the forthcoming patch notes, and then they just become the patch notes. Remember, most companies, most games, will have a dedicated person who just deals with the forums. Not just muggins here, before and after coding. Oh no, we're out of conveyor belts! Are we really still on the beginning copper vein? Well, I guess we are. It's only conveyors. This is not the most ergonomic thing ever. And that was not the best grappling ever. Right, there we go. That should kick it back off again. I swear, every single resin setup I've seen, people don't plan ahead to have a bigger one. Ever. Right, so hopefully in a second. Look, I can tell it's got no lens in it. I said this is the best change I ever made. Not literally. Actually, it might be. No, it's not. Best change this week, though. We'll give it that. that needs to get hit by the... Yeah, the laser works now, but the cube flickers a bit. See you, Peter. Thanks for keeping us company. See you next week for... I can't remember what I was doing, but I'm definitely doing something next week. Hopefully Steve will just do my freight costs all weekend. Actually the best thing ever. I don't really know what I'm looking at. Sorry, Mega Power. Isn't Eco like just a massive grind fest? Haven't played it, just what I heard. I realise I'm tempting fate, but my computer hasn't been sorted in a while. Oh, I haven't actually tried the new code. I really should have done that. Let's go try it now. Oh, I see. So that's their whole sneak peek is... Ah, right. So it's not even a skin update. So they're fixing own machine. Ooh. Today I put in 10 new lens graphics for the Monday afternoon. I did something Monday morning, but I forgot what it was. And I forgot what I... Oh, shit. What was I going to do? You've distracted me. Why was I coming over here? Batteries, lasers... No, I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember what my next thing was. Well, to be honest, it's better. To be fair, so the last Astroneers update was pretty piss poor because I'll sum it up. We fixed the rovers. On the bright side, they have finally fixed the rovers. Now, I would be more impressed, but quite frankly, I was impressed for a while. And then I just went, no, what the fuck? This is just how it should have been before they shipped it. Like, the rovers are now just about usable. Whereas beforehand, they were just, you know, not usable. So yeah, I was a bit more impressed than I should be. No. What was what new code test quality? I don't know what I changed last. Tech Pizza, if you're waiting, then you're doing it wrong. Your workflow should be that you're not waiting for another person on your team. Ever. That's just not a thing. Like, if you're waiting on something, you find something else to do. Like, my God, if one of my juniors went, oh yeah, I was waiting. What do you mean you're waiting? What else did you do? Nothing. What do you mean you did nothing? I just looked at the internet, you know. Actually looks pretty good. It's not perfect, and I think I would really like it if the fog actually accepted per pixel lighting, but pretty good. So I don't remember what I was going to do. Yeah, the thing is, Mega Power, those sort of sneak peek videos take a lot of time. Like, imagine that we were going to do a sneak preview of Freight, right? That starts with 12 to 20 hours of setting up a world with Freight. Yeah, Astroneer is getting a patch about every month, but generally speaking, their patches are not worth even worrying about. They're just nothing. They're just like, oh, you've mildly fixed this. Oh. Like, this last patch has been the first one that's made any sort of substantial improvement to the rovers, which is why everybody plays it. But then, on top of that, best bit, they're redoing the research for the 3rd time. There's nothing wrong with it to begin. Well, actually, it was to begin with. It was shit. Again, it was one of those. Why did you ship it like that? Oh, but holy, to test the new code on what? I genuinely don't remember what I was doing. Well, yeah, I mean, we could do. I mean, I just used the minecarts today. The tour carts, sorry. Once the tour carts are done, should actually be really rather good. But you said to test the code. I don't remember what... Oh, God. Okay, well, that's working again. Awesome. And blocked? No. Shit. Shit. I was going to test the code. Well, I wish I'd known what I was talking about. Yeah, the problem I have with Astroneer Buster is twofold. One, it will never be much different to its initial early access release. And two, it's a glorious tech demo and not much of a game. Like, they obviously don't really know what they're doing. Like, really, they don't. Like, they're just kind of... I can't even describe it. Kind of just meandering along and kind of just... I don't know, I can't even describe the problems I've got with their progress, but they're just... But, you know, they went to GDC, but stuff like... They went, oh, yeah, we just noticed we've broken the controls on the joypad for the crane. I'm like... But that's, again, that's one of your major beats, is when you get the crane, and you're a console game, for fuck's sake. You're a console game, and you've got lots of money from Microsoft. Microsoft basically saw Astroneers and went, look, there's our No Man's Sky. That was obviously how that conversation went, and then they kind of went, oh, we don't really care about the console version. Very, very odd development process. It is simple, but it's nice. It's simple and entertaining and nice. But I have a funny feeling they, like some other people, play FortressCraft, because they're now talking about a full automation system. I'm like, dude, you can barely draw a base. I mean, they can barely draw a base with 40 things in it. Like, FortressCraft tends to give up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of machines. Their one gives up at, I don't know, 50. I meant to pick up the resin. Don't remember what I said I was going to do. Oh well, I'll ignore it. I'll go get some more pods. Okay, we're done on pods. Pretty sure, or at least almost definitely done. I only want the green ones to burn. I don't think we've lost in a while. I think we're primarily solar now. Yeah, just waiting on resin. But I do have some new code to try out, but I need to finish the OAT first. Alright, do I have enough for another one? 25.
Crafting. Crafting. Crafting.
And hopefully enough for
Crafting.
gold foil. Right, that's going to be a while. Let's check the graph. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, we really were fucked on gold, weren't we? Power looks great. Gold looks alright. Nickel's fine. Titanium pistons actually improved recently. Yeah, that's why that is why the graphs are so very good, because you can, it's not necessarily to see if you got something wrong, but it shows you when you fixed something. Yeah, I just need to wait for gold foil, which is not going to be fast because gold foil is 5 times slower than wires used to be. But the point is that if I AFK, I don't really mean AFK. Oh, cool, Todd. Let's have a look. They don't need to be brilliant, really. It just needs to be color coded and unique. That looks alright. I just hope you've got them assigned to the right colour. For some reason, Todd, you have updated emerald lens texture. No matter, I will fix. That should have been just white, I think. I didn't even notice they had them on the map. Yeah, it's alright, don't worry about it. You should have done... So what I'll do is I'll go into the game and I'll assign them. No, the other two seem alright. Okay, so we've got... Yeah, they're awesome.
Your base
Let me just
is
fix
under
the
attack.
organic one. Yeah, way better. What's on the Discord? Oh, they're a bit dim, but that's really not your fault. Very hard to get something that's purple and not pink and not blue. But yeah, they look awesome. I like that. I'll fix that rainbow one too. It's probably just got a stupid normal map. Yeah. Do we have a nice normal map? Maybe just try the eye one again. That looks alright. Yeah, that's why all of these look stupid. All of the rest of them have got a stupid bump map. That makes it... I couldn't work out why they were looking so weird. And now I do. That's why the grunge one's alright. It's just a bit of scratch and texture. Yeah, all it was that wasn't the one assigned to anything that you altered. That was all. Which ones aren't done? Sure. Nice. Happy with that. It's alright, that's all good, Todd. A bit concerned that it thinks I've only altered one thing. I haven't saved it yet, so that... It's ridiculous, isn't it? There you go. If you don't hit Control S, although you've touched files, not in the scene, didn't work. What was I making? And how much did I need?
Crafting. 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 Crafting.
Yeah, it's just a very vague way Unity, like, you're like, has it saved? Has it not saved? That's why I always make sure I press Control S. Even if I don't think anything is touched, just Control S. Just in case. The important thing is, Todd, as well, it's definitely better than what I did. And that's really all you have to aim for. Try to think what we've got coming up next. Andy still needs to do the scrap cart. I mean, part of it tells you probably want to, you know, keep an eye on the stream and go, if anything looks too dark. Oh, while I was there, yeah, now which one was it? One of the mine carts. Resources, freight carts, tier 2 freight cart. It is indeed more than a bit. What the rest of that? There we go, that's better. For some weird reason they're just white. They look like zeros from Terrorhawks. Or half of BB-8. That's out of power. I think it's the only thing we've got that's not running off a PTG though. Everything else is. But yeah, I do think we need to do something about the tracks still. I think it's mostly the mesh. Like, they get very busy, very messy, the tracks, when there's a lot of them. Like, there's just becomes, it's overpoweringly there. And it's not too bad as long as you kind of spread out there. You are supposed to embed it in the ground again. I don't know why we haven't been doing that. But then when you get like these systems over here, it just starts to become really very, very, very dense and very hard to read. But I think that's mostly Andy more than anything else. Yeah, sad times, pretty much done. Just need to. I think we'll survive attacks. I think, if not, we're not very far away. Like honestly, just a massive row of PTGs would probably do us fine. That said, this does seem to be our most powered. So this one's running directly off coal. I don't know, Kukul, can you? Slopes. They don't talk to hot wire conveyors, do they? I don't know, probably. Think so. Like, all of those issues have been fixed even in minecarts. partly due to Mad Vandal's thing. I'm pretty sure you can now. It was all to do with the cart changing number of steps within an update, which is now no longer an issue. So even on vanilla, I believe it works fine. And holy shit, we are... struggling. I don't remember when the fix went in. Yeah, sun stuff is still a bit dark though, Todd. Like, maybe it's just the ambient term? Like, it looks like when the sun's hitting it, but the back of it appears very dark. I don't know. Might just be because the tracks aren't proper. They aren't PBR. I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see in FortressCraft 2 because, like, oh, wait, when did we do this? Rackbray Land. I didn't know this got mapped. But yeah, it's like that. That's an example to see how dark that is compared to, like, say, the storage hopper next to it. So things like that might be worth making sure they're not too dim, assuming you're still there. I don't know if you are. But I was saying, I look forward to FortressCraft 2 when we go, right, we're going to redo the storage hoppers. They're going to become the new style of texture. That'll be a momentous day. I'll see it animate now. But yeah, I think that is rather dark. Yeah. Apart from like rapidly, massively cranking stuff production up, or turbines, I suppose. Not much I can do. That's one thing that I don't know how to overcome that. A kind of lethargy we get, which is like, well, this will take 5 hours, and I can do some work and it'll take 2 hours, or I can just watch television for 5 hours. It's got that sort of, oh wait, whatever, yeah. And I don't really know what the solution is to that.
Crafting.
Why are we only using, oh, I only hooked up 2. Oh, we do have a third one. It's around the back. So if we just continue down. This far. Oh, well, there. I feel claustrophobic here. Can I actually make some? I will have to make them the expensive way. So I've just sped this up, which is cool. Only, it appears that's not a bottleneck anyway. Gold is a bit half-assed by the looks of that. Oh wow. That was quite a trek. Why did we not use transport pipes though? Can't go all the way. However, I can tap. Oh wait, hold on, we're not. Are we not falling down this fucking hole? Oh, it's only a 64 drill. Yeah, I didn't realise it was quite such a nightmare in here. I remember what I was going to test. I remember. Let me just let this spin around. Just make my life slightly as awkward here. So hopefully Megapad doesn't say anything and distract me. I don't need to wait for that. That will actually not. Right. So what I was going to do is I was going to sort out try that slightly. What I was going to do is I was going to wait. What? We're only getting up as high as Mark III power boosters. What? How many slots have I got? 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then put them in my inventory. And then that's a lot of power right there. Do I know how much power it is? No. But yeah, you can do that now. And if I my power runs low, it will pop them automatically. Pretty neat, huh? Let's go try. But yeah, Kiko, this is a significant change to how long you can be underground now. Because it will just use them. You don't need to remember to use them, they're automatic. But what I was going to do, you see, is I was just going to pop some power into these by hand. So watch, should automatically use it. See Arthur's power dropping there? Down, down, down. Insert a third.
More energy required.
I'm out of energy. Where's Arthur? There you go. Booster 1.
Additional energy is required.
Wow, Arthur, sort it out, dude. Don't need one now. You literally can't run out of power, basically. If you look at my power now, 250, 320, Arthur's dropping. So I will end up in full power, and Arthur will end up probably about a third power. So automatically uses it out your inventory. Now, if it's in this side of your inventory, it doesn't. Please don't nerf what? Arthur Power Station. Come on, there is a bug with the Arthur Power Station, but I'm not sure if I fixed it. I don't think I did. I could have, Jacob. Yeah, Arthur does. I don't think Arthur's power... I fixed teleporters. I don't think I fixed the other ones. Now, this change also applies to... the same thing. You can stack up your... I really need to fix that. It's not storage empty, it's like still transferring. So if I take damage, it will also heal me. Note to self, the warning siren to transmit over the network, not locally. Let's go get some resin. Steve should probably like look one square ahead on that one and go, the next slot is not reserved, we should move to half speed. Rather it's going to go bonk. We are at full power between attacks, by the way. We are running at 10,000 threat. Actually doing alright. Actually doing alright. So now we're away from the sun. But it should heal me automatically. It should kick off the healing. To heal myself. A bit more than that. Ooh, that might be a bit much. Pops it at 20% now. There might be 15. It's healing me top left now. I do need a low health sound. I also need like something to represent it happening. So yeah, pretty much everything works. So that's nice. I'm out of lenses. Oh no. Sad face. Yes, Dexter. It doesn't really matter about the distance either. That doesn't, because those power boosters charge Arthur, not you. Where are the freight carts? Oh, fuck off. How is that possible? Well, I mean, to be fair, it's our fault, but that's ridiculous. No, Jacob, that's nothing to do with it. That's because it's a used item. Kyuko, you didn't put specific output signals, so 2 of the carts drove the wrong way into the nickel station. Possibly 3. And how? Because you didn't put a one-way signal there. Don't get me wrong, it was a dumb decision, but it was a valid one. But dumb. Why are we... Yeah, I think carts should look 2 ahead, and if 2 ahead is reserved, they should lose half their speed. Or they should start to lose speed. That's pretty cool. No, you haven't, Kukor. I put you were missing a one-way on the exit to the left-hand station. Which, as I said, it's a valid decision by the minecart, but it's a dumb one. I will be looking at the boosters, all usable items. I'm going to have a brief peek at them next week. I had an idea. They are cool though. I do like them. Not sure what Andy's doing there. Looks like he's got 3 polys. Ooh. Well, I need to leave quite soon. So, yeah, Kuka, I don't have enough resin to craft the OET. I might pop in, I might have time tomorrow, briefly pop in. Check, because I changed some OET code. I'd like to check. So far, though, I could make 400 at 1053. But yeah, we didn't really get enough of a resin system. I'll store 500 there now. Actually, I'll store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. Sadly, I will not be around to see it. But I'll pop back in. I'll grab the resin and I will just build it. It just needs to be built for what I need to test. Feel free to pester Steve in a nice way. Feel free to pester Steve. What? About the 89 thing. I have no idea. How it is at the moment, it's really fine. Here's a picture of what is that? He's Mr. Emoticon. Look at him go. So yeah, this patch is live, so as ever, feel free to give any feedback on the changes. I think minecarts are getting there. If we could just persuade them to pick up more than 89 in a go. And as I said, tomorrow I get my car back. I haven't had my car for nearly a month. It's been horrible. Actually, it's not true. I would have barely used it, but that's not the point. My drive has felt sad and empty. But yeah, it should be fixed tomorrow, and I get a horrific, horrendous bill. But I don't commute, so, you know, the money I save by not commuting... Yeah, gold is the... Gold is not... gold probably just needs to be souped up to match t'other. Oh, I've got 13. Brilliant. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. Well, it won't help. A little bit. Helps till there. Right then, I am off, so I shall see you guys all Monday. I covered what I said I'd be doing Monday. Do need to take a look at the robots. If nothing else, just to get Andy's to-do list sorted. And I didn't fix that as well as I'd hoped. Oh well. Yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys Monday, and we'll continue to fix and improve and move towards the Adventures Pack release. So thanks for watching. Let me know if I've broken in the patch, and see you guys soon.